for the weekend. We shall see. Wakefield looking for their 5th away win of the season in Super League. As I say, they go on 10 points. Saints and Leeds and Warrington all on 10 points. And, you know, Wakefield and Catalan, as they should do, will be thinking, hang on a minute, we can get to those playoffs. There's too many inconsistencies, aren't there, amongst the other sides. So Mac Jowett in the halves this afternoon will get us underway in the south of France. To beat a Pangai Junior, who will play a big part in this, takes the first drive. Say that will be another big crowd. The way that the Catalan have been setting up as well, their attack has been getting better. It was pretty awful in the opening stage of the season, but I have to say that Farge and Kiri in the halves are starting to gel now, aren't they? They're starting to understand each other. They're starting to really cook, aren't they, when they have ball in hand, and that will always make a difference. Garcia, Skay up to halfway. A decent opening set for the Dragons.
Move Josh Griffin! Oh no, boys! Go fine.
And the ball will go back to Theo Farge under pressure from Mike McMeekin. Gets the ball away, and the impressive Josh Rourke takes it. Was mightily impressed with Rourke last year in a losing London side. And there are a lot of clubs wanting to sign him for this year. Wakefield won the race for his signature. But with Max Jowett in the side, you know, who do you pick? It's a good conundrum for Darryl Powell to have, but Josh Rourke, a real talent for Wakefield. Liam Hood, the veteran hooker, he's been pretty good as well, isn't he? Mighty impressive. Big charge by the big man, Isaiah Vanganar. Wow, took a chunk out of Pangai Junior, didn't he? That's going to be some battle.
He did, yeah. No, big contact there early on. Jay Pitt's operating back at home at loose forward now. And Mason Lino with a scruffy kick. Oh, it's well taken.
It's Rourke who picks it up, little kick through towards the line on the last one. That a knock on. Jowett can't get hold of it. Jowett goes through. Now the referee, I think Aaron Moore, will say that the ball was knocked on.
Oh, the first knock on here.
Yeah. Oh, drama right at the start. The break from Rourke, I didn't think it was the best of kicks, it turned out.
Oh, it was a horrible kick, Stu, but it came off through the chase of Josh Rourke. But he just can't quite ice the end part of it. You can see a wonderful take there, just completely pinches Benny Garcia's pocket. The kick through, it can't be collected. Well, there's the first mistake.
Well, it was Kotrich, wasn't it, who dropped the ball initially. Jowett had managed to get hold of that. It would have been a try, but it just bobbled out of his hands. But great chance for
good read that. Tommy
Wakefield
Makinson
in the early stages. Makinson's been hurt. He goes down in that tackle. It was Rourke on the ball.
A huge opportunity for the visitors inside of 3 minutes. They're 10 metres away. They've got either side of the field to pick from. They go right.
Hood. Here is Lino now. Vanganar once more.
Move, square line. Go third.
Hood. Oh, Hamlin Welling goes for the line. What a good signing he's turned out to be. Made a massive impression in Super League in the early stages. Lino now. There is an opportunity, and that was Oliver Pratt, but well pushed back. Makinson and Laguerre on Pratt. Last one. Hood. Lino goes towards. That's a great kick from Lino. That's a brilliant take, though. Superb take by Remus Smith. He was under huge pressure. Well, a bright start.
Yeah, it certainly was. Well defended, though, by the Dragons. The kick from Lino was just a fraction too long. And there was a right-edge chase. And it's the Dragons who catch the ball in goal, and as a result, they get a 7-tackle set here. 2 gone. And they're nearly over the 40-metre line, away from their own end.
I just had a feeling today that this could be decent.
Well, we hope so. We've got 2 sides that you're right to mention. They had slow starts. They are improving.
Laguerre over halfway.
Move, banner, Josh.
Theo Farge at dummy half. Partington, Pangai Jr. That'll be the first of many offloads from Tavita Pangai Jr. in this game.
And there's two big bodies there for Wakefield's front men to deal with in Busquet and Pangai Jr. They go left, loose pass.
Well, it was well pounced on, I think, by Remus Smith, wasn't it? Last one, 5 minutes gone, still 0-0. There's Luke Keary. Good take. Now, Darryl Powell will be delighted coming here off the back of that massive confidence-boosting win over Cass when they came from behind, didn't they? Lino drop goal, pinching it at the end.
You're right, they came from behind, but they were awful in that first 40.
Yeah.
You know, confidence boosting. Obviously, they'll be delighted with the 2 points, but it's one of those where, you know, I've no doubt that Darryl Powell will be asking and challenging his players just not to get comfortable after a decent start for 2025. You know, I mentioned they're picking up 4 wins already, but they have to be consistent in this competition at this level.
Lino hoisted high. Well, in the end, it's Rourke who again manages to get hold of the ball. And eventually brought down.
That's another scruffy end to the set.
Yeah, it was. I mean, Darryl Powell, I think, would be reasonably happy with the way his side started. But I was talking about Josh Rourke, and just briefly, and how he came on leaps and bounds, didn't he, after joining London from Whitehaven. But how many times last year, when he was playing for London, did he come up with that play, winning the ball on the last tackle in that situation and to score tries? Yeah,
he's a threat, but, you know, you saw the shake of the head from Darryl Powell. That's 3 kicks from his half, Lino. 2 of them have been awful and not quite guided where they needed to be, and then the last one there resulted in a 7-tackle set, so that needs to be better.
Pangai Jr. it was. That's a really good tackle on Tariq Sims, had to be as well. Couple left in this set. Ball goes back on the last to Farge. Easy take again for Josh Rourke at the back for Wakefield. Johnston. Game being played at a good pace.
Yeah, both sides just feeling each other out at the moment. Both completing relatively high, and, you know, Catalan are finishing their sets a little bit better. But there's been no change between them so far. 7 minutes gone. Mike McMeekin there, well met.
Yeah.
Ollie Partington.
Former teammates. McMeekin, 4 years he spent with the Catalan Dragons. He'll relish this. Pratt is seeing a lot of the ball. Now, what sort of kick are we going to get from Mason Lino this time? Well, an easy take for the fullback, Aspuro Bichet. We mentioned right at the start, no Jake Truman and no Ollie Russell, and, you know, when it comes to the kicking game, they will be key. Yeah, but you're right. You know, Josh Rourke obviously operating at fullback just allows Max Jowett. And what a start to the season he was having before missing a couple of games. All-time point scorer for Wakefield. Last year it was so ridiculous, wasn't it?
Yeah.
500 points or something. For Jowett himself. Busquet. Garcia on the last, and it goes back to Theo Farge. That was taken by Johnson in the field of play. Did really well. And Partington in there, Garcia in there.
They're going to get a penalty here.
They're going to get a penalty. I think Garcia a little high.
Yeah. Well, Johnston making it difficult with footwork and then just spins out of this collision. And as a result, just there, Garcia's right arm catches him while he's falling. It's a penalty and nothing more.
Well, he was going down in the tackle, wasn't he?
Tommy's just down here.
And that's the controversy that we've seen certainly 24 hours ago. Steve McNamara, I think that the red card or the yellow card or the penalty and the send-offs for both Jesse Sue
No, it's been reviewed, mate. It's okay, it's been reviewed.
and Ash Hanley. But it will be a penalty. Approaching 10 minutes gone.
Yeah, a bit of common sense in that decision, really. We just heard the referee saying it's a penalty and no more. Tommy Makinson down. He looked uncomfortable in that first tackle, Stu, didn't he? I just wonder whether that's just niggling away, because it is a mouth-watering contest between those two wingmen, and Tommy Makinson and Tom Johnston.
Two of the best finishers we've seen.
Absolutely, yeah.
In the Super League era.
He's just going off, mate. Yeah, a bit quick.
There's the take.
Oh,
Makinson felt that, didn't he?
bit of friendly fire. Head-on-head contact there.
I think he's just going to have a head injury assessment, isn't he, Tommy Makinson? Quite right. Penalty, no more. Good decision, referee. Good decision, video referee. Let's get on with it.
Let's get on with it, yeah.
10 minutes gone. 0-0 at the stand. Gilbert Brutus.
Forward, Josh. You're contributing one.
Well, huge weekend on the Sky Sports Rugby League. Magic weekend, and it always is a magic weekend in Newcastle. Catalan will play Lee. Wakefield will play Castleton.
Meekin now.
Yeah, Meekin
looks
down.
uncomfortable. Yeah, a grimace as soon as he goes into contact, and he's holding that right knee. And this would be a huge, huge blow for Daryl Powell, because he's one of those front rowers that has started incredibly well.
He's been outstanding.
He's been massive minutes, huge involvements. And you just see the right knee underneath.
Move, all boys. All now, boys.
Looks okay. Newella now driving it forward, trying to get up the field as best as he can. A little quick play of the ball here. It's Lino on the last.
Yeah. Well, they let it bounce again. Look, the young fullback Aspuro Bichet was caught in two minds then, but Catalan will get the ball back. Makinson off. A green card. Bailey Sirenen is on, but Makinson will also have a head injury assessment. And there he is, Mike McMeekin. He looks okay, doesn't he? Tops the Super League tackle count with an astonishing 328 coming into this round. Closely followed by the Catalan number 13, Ollie Partington. The two top tacklers in the game. On view at the stand, Gilbert Brutus. Still waiting for the first points. 12 minutes on the clock. We will, of course, keep you posted with the other game in the Super League going on at the moment. Salford taking on Lee.
Still third.
Lee in front by 8 points to 0. I understand. There's the offload from Pangai Jr. Garcia slips. He's a handful, isn't he? Yeah. Every coach will say, wrap him up, wrap him up. Don't let him get the ball away. But somehow he still does.
Yeah, he's a massive body, isn't he? It's so difficult to take ball and all on players like that. And here's Theo Fage now with a huge kick. Roth takes it with ease.
I just think he's a class act, Josh Rourke, you know. Here is Tom Johnston, though. Keep you posted on Tommy Makinson's head injury assessment, but he looked a little groggy, didn't he, as he was leaving the field. Big hit from Garcia. Pratt plays it quickly. It is an arm wrestle, for sure. Cam Scott. Wakefield still pinned back inside their own half of the field. Nil-nil, 13 minutes gone. And Lino gets the kick away on the last, and well taken by Aspuro Bichet. Coming up for a quarter of an hour gone. Early thoughts?
Well, again, there's just both sides are just getting through the sets, aren't they, Stu? There's a high tackle there, and perhaps the first sign of a little bit of fatigue setting in now.
Yeah, Vangenaar it was on.
I mean, you've got to do a
Yeah.
good job to
That's where I'm at.
catch him round the head. He's about 6'9".
Head behind, boys.
But the little shimmy towards the end, the reaching arm, he just catches
Ready, Luke.
Matty Laguerre.
Somehow you managed to do that many times during your
Please.
career, whether they were 6'9" or 7'2".
Hold this line, boys.
On we go. 14 minutes gone. Kyle Amor speechless. Still 0-0. Catalan against Wakefield, but I say it's been decent, hasn't it? But yeah, just playing out their set, still ready for a bit of magic. Wakefield have had the best opportunities.
Okay.
They've been closest to the Catalan line, and this is probably, as we approach the quarter hour mark, as close as Catalan have been in the match,
Yeah,
with ball in hand.
I don't remember a playing the ball inside the final 15, but I mean, I get one here.
Keary to Remus Smith, well wrapped up there by Cam Scott.
2, 3. All boys. Go 3. Still 3.
There's an offload here.
Yeah, picked up on the bounce by Keary. Ball comes out to the right-hand side with Farge. Just Bureau Bichet looking for a way through. Jarrett in there to make the tackle.
Go 4.
2 tackles left in this set. Farge with a little kick through towards the line. Pagan Jr. just couldn't reach it. It was half an opportunity. It'll be a tap 20, and Wakefield get it back with a 7-tackle set.
Well, it was the right idea because Josh Rourke is an absolute mile away from that ball, and the kick was just too long. And a big chance there. There's going to be another penalty given away here this time. It's on Rourke, the fullback, Ollie Partington.
Yeah.
That'll be disappointing for Steve McNamara just when they started to maybe find a little bit of groove in their play. Give away a relieving penalty for Wakefield, and they've not really had to do anything to get out of their own end here.
On you, Mason.
Mason Lino.
On the red line, boys.
Take a look back earlier. This is 5 years, his 5th season for Lino at Wakefield. Second under Darryl Powell, of course, who was brought in to win back promotion.
Who's your man? All boys.
I don't think their participation was ever in any doubt with all the improvements that have been made at the club. But they did it in style in 2024. They're doing okay back in the big league in 2025. Hood it is, and Lino for Jay Pitts. What a good play he's been wherever he's played, Jay Pitts. He may be 35 years of age now, but he's been a really good player. Meekin.
He's got great skill as well for a middle player.
Yep.
Jay Pitts had him in the halfbacks a couple of occasions, I think, in season 25, and that's a decent ball.
Chance maybe here. And I think they're over. It may well be Tom Johnston against his former club. It was a great offload, and I guess it had to be. Johnstone getting the first try. Aaron Moore has given it a try on the field. Liam Moore will confirm or not.
Okay, the on-field decision is a try. We're just looking at the grounding, so we can see takes possession of the ball, Joe, at this point. Just confirming he does ground the ball. Still in possession at this point. Still in possession, and the hand remains on the ball. I made my decision. Try.
I think that was a fairly simple decision for Liam Moore, but what about the offload from Josh Griffin?
It was a brilliant line from the left edge back rower. Theo Farge, he just gets caught, bouncing in. The space is on his outside shoulder, and Griffin just goes through Bailey Sirenden. He jumps ahead of his halfback and creates that triangle in the defensive line. And Josh Griffin is just able to get through, offload it. Max Jowett has a little bit of work to do, Stu, before he grounds that ball, but he takes his opportunity incredibly well.
Big try for Wakefield.
There's the chance to increase his points here from 4 to 6. And his right boot.
Jowett, you know, one of the best supporters, isn't he?
Yeah. 79% is goal kicking heading into this one. And he's just got another 2 more points there, Stu. Brilliant start from Wakefield. And a neat line it was. A slight delay in the pass that allows Josh Griffin to slide through and pop that ball out for Max Jowett to do the rest.
Dar Powell didn't feel that it worked with Jay Pitts playing in the halves, which is why Walker's come back and Jarrett has gone into the halves to partner Mason Lino, and it's worked.
That's done so far.
(6-0) Wakefield in front. Pangai Jr. is off. Romain Navarrete is on.
Still one. Goal 2.
I mean, even the game when they were well beaten away at St Helens, they came back and scored 3 sensational tries, don't they? They know how to play the game, and they.
Yeah, I think that, Darryl Powell will be pleased. He scored actually some really quality tries, but it was almost just too late. We see it so often, don't we? Once the game is out of sight, then teams just decide to play. And that will have been the disappointing part, really. Physically, they weren't there. And we're hearing that Tommy Makinson has failed his HIA charge down here.
There was a charge down. Who's going to come up with the ball? I think Wakefield may well have got it back. So Lino pounces on the loose ball. And fortune favouring Trinity there. Yeah, confirmation. Tommy Makinson has failed his HIA. That is a real blow.
Tariq Sims just can't take in that charge down kick, and Mason Lino reacts quicker. And this is a big carry here. And Van Gaart over on that right edge of the field.
Goal third.
Hamlin Rally. There is Liam Hood, punching 300 career games, but still a key element of what Wakefield are doing. The veteran number 9. Midway through the first half, 6-0 Wakefield in front. And there is Jarrett. It's well taken. Laguerre. Laguerre's had to go on the wing, hasn't he? And Sirenin possibly has moved into the centre.
Yeah,
because
that's the way they've gone.
Yeah.
So there's perhaps a juicy part of the field there for Wakefield to expose. Navarrete looking to spin and promote that ball.
Goal third. Goal third.
Here is Nick Cottridge. Missed a couple of games.
He's got so much power, hasn't he?
Yeah.
His ability to bump people off, create half a chance for himself.
Yet to score.
But yet to score, yeah.
Super League. A good kick downfield. Chased by Rourke. A couple of yards from his own line, but again does really well to beat the first man. Lino quickly in at dummy half, and here is Corey Hall. Max Jarrett's try, the difference. Brilliant offload from Griffin.
Oh, good step that.
Oh, he was nearly through as well, Johnston, wasn't he? That's got to be a penalty. Had to be a penalty. I think Ollie Parting knew exactly what he was doing there.
The last couple of sets for the Dragons, they've given away a penalty once they've had them down in decent part of the field. And then there, they're just a bit loose in the line. And whilst the tackle's made, you're just seeing here Max Jowett's try once more. Decent spin out on the fullback. But just keep your eyes on Theo Farge. He just rocks in there. And Bailey Sirenin gets ahead. That pocket of space is being exposed. And they do well to finish that off. But my point being earlier was the Dragons have just been a little bit loose down that end of the field.
Bitty, haven't they?
Yes.
22 minutes gone. Wakefield leads 6-0. And it may have been 7 out of 7 in completed sets, but they haven't done a lot with it.
No.
Catalan. Lino now.
Oh, there's probably...
The tackle count going to be waived here or not?
It looked like Max Jowett was taken out there before the ball was anywhere near him. I thought we were going to get a penalty. It was Jay Pitts instead. It just lines that ball right up in the middle of the field once more.
Go 4. Kill 4.
McMeekin.
5 Luke. Go 5, he's tangling up 5.
Last one, and Lino will go towards this corner as well, looking for Laguerre. Play on, says the referee. Laguerre knock on. And that's what they were aiming for. That's what Coach Amor said they would do after the absence of Tommy Makinson, and that's what they've done. And can they get some points out of it? Jarrett brought down by Navarrete, with a really good opportunity for Wakefield to perhaps double their lead. McMeekin. The ball went behind.
Oh, that's a bad end to the set.
That really is a poor end to the set. It was a poor pass, and it was a real. They give themselves the opportunity, but Lino making the mistake. Well, hang on a sec. They're going to challenge the fact that it was a knock on. The video ref will make the call.
Okay, as a captain's challenge, Wakefield are challenging the knock-on ruling. So we're looking to see the direction of the ball from Lino. So nice, yeah, go slow, please, yeah. So that touches Lino. So go, this angle will do me, please. This angle will do me. Yeah. So this stick on this angle, just go slow, please. So we can see that touches Lino, but the ball clearly goes backwards in relation to the ground. So the challenge is successful.
Well, there you go. Wakefield make the captain challenge, and they get it right. Successful for Wakefield. So on we go. The percentage of successful captain challenge in Super League isn't high, is it, to be fair, this season?
Well, interestingly enough, it started off in all favour of the referees, but I think over the last couple of weeks, the players are starting to cotton on a little bit of when to challenge. And that one, Mason Lino felt was clearly gone back.
I got to say, Cameron Ule goes for the line. Offload for Liam Hood. Fantastic Wakefield try. We've had 2 brilliant offloads for Wakefield. That was another. From Caleb Hamlin-Yeh and Liam Hood with the try. The captain's challenge reaps reward, and Wakefield will double their lead.
Yeah, Hamlin-Yeh just popping a wonderful, wonderful offload out. There's 3 Dragons players on him. Make that 4. Steve McNamara will be fuming with that. He shouldn't be getting past there. He's got Ben Garcia, Busquets, and they're all just falling off him. And Liam Hood in the right place at the right time, and just look what it means to him in front of those travelling supporters. A brilliant start for Wakefield down in the south of France.
And they deserve it, without a shadow of a doubt.
Yeah.
Catalan with the ball. We were saying that they have got better. They have got better with Farge and Carey, but I just wonder whether they've reverted to type. They've not really come close at all to the Wakefield line, mounting a challenge or a proper attack. We've played, what, 25 minutes, and Wakefield are going to be leading 12-0.
Yeah, Wakefield have been moving the ball a little bit better. The Dragons are getting through the sets, but they've let Wakefield out, you know, through penalties. And Wakefield, we know they can attack, we know they've got quality. But having said that, that try could have been and should have been handled a bit better from the Dragons. 4 men unable to wrap up the prop forward. The ball gets popped out, and Liam Hood, much to the delight of all of those supporters, sees his side race away with a 12-0 score with 25 minutes gone.
Got some good info from our Sky Sports Rugby League statistician Ian Proctor. The first time that Wakefield have scored points in the first half in the last 4 League and Cup games. They were scoreless against Cass, against Saints, and in the Cup against Lee, but they scored 12 here.
Yeah, and another one, Stu. They haven't won here since 2018, I think. So it could be a big win if it goes on and stays like this. Of course, there's plenty of game time left.
Well, Catalan have won their last 11 matches against Wakefield. 12-0 here, Wakefield in front. Lee leading at Salford by the same scoreline, 12-0. 27 minutes gone, but 2 fantastic offloads from Griffin and from Hamlin Wally to create tries.
That sees it.
It's going to be called back. It's going to be called back for obstruction.
Well, my eyes were just watching the ball, and I thought he just glided through, and it was going to. I was going to just sort of again just criticise the defence, but my mistake. You just see where the obstruction is. Tariq Sims just gets taken out by Vangana. Now, is this the moment for the home team?
You feel it has to be.
Let's see what they've got in this set.
4 tries in the last 5 away games now for Liam Hood. Mac Jarrett has reached the career 800 points. Wakefield are 12 points to the good. And this is as close as Catalan have come. Carey and Chris Satai on from the bench, wrapped up superbly by Lino, you have to say.
Still third.
Farge now. Bureau Bichet. Chance for Seguier! Well, the try line, you feel, was begging there. Seguier and Sirinin. If Seguier had caught the ball, surely it was a try.
Oh, Matty Laguerre, he has to take that in.
It was a try.
It's a dead set chance, an opportunity bombed completely. He has to be better there. Basic skill.
Well, you feel, don't you, if he catches that, he scores.
Well, he absolutely does. Offload again.
Yep, here is Corey Hall. I mentioned Liam Hood has been a big influence, and so has Lino. That may well have come off a Catalan hand. It did. It's picked up by Bureau Bichet. And that may well have been Remus Smith who got his hand with the tackle there. If he hadn't, Wakefield were under the sticks. It's a big moment and a big play.
Oh, big play. But not great pictures for Romain Navarrete. So Lino sees it out the corner of his eye that his hips are heading sideways and steps and goes through a huge hole. But the Dragons survive through Smith's effort. Partington now ball playing through the middle of the field.
£12 points to 0. Tariq Sims there is trying to milk a penalty.
Well, he gets a 6 again. There's Navarrete reversing towards Wakefield's try line.
Farge.
Penalty given away here. Mike McMeekin. He takes Ollie Partington out.
Yeah, Partington goes down, doesn't he? I think it was McMeekin.
Theo Farge just digs into the line with that inside option of Partington. He uses as a foil. And Mike McMeekin just can't resist. And he hits him off the ball. It's a nudge more than a hit. I think Ollie Partington knows what he's doing there by staying on the ground. He doesn't help himself, Mike McMeekin. He puts his hands up straight away.
Yeah. Guilty, charged.
No poker face there.
Well, Satai's brought down, and this is the best spell that Catalan have had in the game. Half an hour gone. Farge, inside it goes for Elliot Whitehead. Jarrett with the tackle. Garcia going on his own! Ben Garcia spotted a gap, and Ben Garcia gets Catalan back in the game. Superb try from the Dragons captain. And they needed that, and they got that. Garcia with the try, and it's game on again.
That's exactly what you want from your captain when you're down 12-0 at home. You just sees Max Jowett there. And Jowett, well, that's not great pictures for him either. As a fullback, protecting the ruck, first of all, on your try line. And then Garcia take nothing away from the finish. He gets low, drives his legs and gets over the line, but Max Jowett, he'll know that he has to do better in that situation. The first try of the season with Benny Garcia, and an important one as well in the context of this game.
It was an unnecessary penalty given away by the former Catalan Dragon McMeekin, you feel.
Yeah, you're right.
Farge had been tackled.
Yeah.
So it's Bureau Bichet, the Sam Tompkins protege, 19 years of age. Only his 10th game for the club, but they all reckon he's going to be a good one. And it's 12 points to 6 with 7 minutes to go to half-time.
Yeah, the Dragons have just found a way to score. And it wasn't the most fashionable of tries. They all count, they all get the same points, Stu.
Well, Fat Attili has come on, McMeekin's gone off.
Never nice that though, Stu. Look, I don't think he's been brought off. Look, 33 minutes into a stint, but when your last involvement is a penalty and then you get brought off, it's never a nice feeling. The Fat Attili straight into the action there on Satai.
That's where you'd expect him to be. He was superb, wasn't he, when he came on against Cass? Made a real difference in that second half.
Yeah, they've got a couple of little gems on the bench there as well with Mateo Koza. And a big involvement in that comeback against St Helens. That, well, I say comeback, they still went on to lose the game, but a couple of tries and he had some neat involvements in them.
Also on, a teenager Harvey Smith, who's made a big impression as well, hasn't he, replacing Liam Wood at hooker. Yeah, scored that crucial try against Cass on the last. Good kick from Farge. Oh, that's a big hit by Keary.
He's staying down.
Yeah. It was a good take that by Josh Rourke.
Well, he had to be brave. Oh, well.
Well, it's interesting. That's interesting.
There is mitigation, no doubt about it. But I think he'll be sat down for 10 here, Stu.
Yeah, Luke Keary, I think he was a touch late, wasn't he? Well, he was late on Josh Rourke. Well, I think the video referee, Liam Moore, may be having a little look at this. Six minutes to go to half-time, 12 points to 6.
Well, the Dragons are going to be doing this down to 12 for sure. Because there is direct contact with the head, he is falling.
Yeah.
But you're talking at top speed. Very difficult to pull out.
Yeah.
They're having a look.
Yeah.
Well, I hope it's 10.
Yeah.
Not the other way.
Referee Abel called 10 minutes in the sin bin.
Right, gents, I'll explain it to you. It's falsely dangerous. However, there is mitigation. We're taking it from red to yellow. It's 10 minutes.
Yeah.
There you go, you got it right. There was mitigation. If there hadn't been mitigation, that means that
Yeah, he could have been red.
Could have been red, but
we don't want that. We don't want to see that. And it is a genuine effort that he's trying to do. There's no real malice in it. It's not a dirty play. It is at 100 miles an hour. But a little bit of a reshuffle here because Tommy Makinson obviously not coming back on, and now they've lost a half for 10 minutes. They're doing it tough, the Dragons.
For me, that's when the communication between referee and video referee works. So we've seen, haven't we, the last couple of nights, controversy with the video ref, but they had a look at it, and they got it right. And then it's a mistake here by Kaius Fahatili, and all of a sudden, Catalan down to 12. Have it back.
Yeah, loose carry from the interchange forward. And you get a 6 again here as well, and how important would this be if they could get over the line down to 12 men?
Wakefield have been masters of their own undoing, you have to say as well.
Yeah, mistakes are creeping in.
They are. Here is Partington. Now Partington stays down. I think it was Fahatili, wasn't it, in the tackle? Play going to be stopped again, I think, Kyle.
Well, there's no doubt about it. Vanganar's left shoulder makes contact with the jaw of Ollie Partington. And will we be equal here?
Yeah. The key question is in 10. I don't think there was any.
I don't think there was any real force in it.
No.
Oh, it's just a penalty.
And the video referee, Liam Moore, will have a look at this. Tackle by Fahatili.
Well, I think that angle makes it look worse, doesn't it? But I don't think there's any real force in that play. But he does catch him, Stu. It just depends on the interpretation of it.
Yeah.
But I think he maybe sat down.
Yeah. But when you look at it again from that angle, there didn't seem anywhere for Vanganar to go either.
Yeah, but it's the player's responsibility, Stu.
I totally agree. And it is a yellow card. It's the right decision again. So Kiri's gone to the sin bin. Isaiah Vanganar goes to the sin bin. It's a penalty to Catalan. And we've still got 4.5 minutes to go to half-time. But, yeah, they were right calls. They were both yellow cards.
It's consistency. That's what people want within the game. That's what the players want, the fans want, all stakeholders in the game want it. Whether we agree with it or not, it doesn't really matter. But it's 12 plays 12. And Aspero Biche just decides to just take points while they're on offer.
Steve McNamara's call, and it may be an important call in half an hour's time or so in the second half. 4 minutes to go to half-time. Catalan were trailing by 12 points to 0. And this could make it 12 points to 8. And there it is. It's a 4-point ball game. Wakefield 12, Catalan 8. In the other game that kicked off on Sky Sports Plus at 5:30. It's Salford 0, Lee 18. Just before half-time. But Wakefield and Catalan both reduced to 12 men. Luke Keary and Isaiah Vanganar in the sin bin.
A real stop-start last 5 minutes or so, just kind of took the fizz out of the game. But both with correct calls. Both contacts with the head. Both players sat down. 12 plays 12 inside the final 3 minutes.
Lagar. It's shaping up nicely, isn't it? McNamara. Discipline could be key, you know, in the second half. There's been some daft penalties given away as well.
Yeah, I think so. I think those were the ones that would be more frustrating for Steve McNamara, where they were given away. You know, you really want to build pressure with your defence off the back of neat kicks, and I actually think that, you know, Catalan had probably kicked the ball better, ended their sets better than their opposition.
Tarek Sims does well. Hall made the tackle. Here is Partington. Fars gets the kick away. And well taken again.
Oh, it's just another example of it here. Yeah. I mean, what is going on?
Well, that was Garcia.
He's far too experienced.
Walk again goes down, takes it well.
But again, We'll get another look at this, no doubt about it. But he could be another one here sat down. Look at this. It's more his chest rather than his shoulder.
I'm off now.
It's a penalty. The question is it any more than that?
Yeah.
This is your captain. This is one of your more experienced players. It's just a brain explosion that doesn't need to happen. Again, a neat kick ending the set well. An ill discipline may cost them once more. This is the angle. It's chest, isn't it?
Yeah. It's clumsy rather than deliberate. But to the letter of the law.
Yeah, it's a penalty. There's no, like I say, there's no swinging arm. There's no, it's just his chest, and he can't really do anything about that. He's allowed to run into him.
Yeah.
But he catches him high.
Penalty.
And it's a penalty, and it's just, again, Wakefield just being able to get out of their own end of the field. It was too easy.
A decision for common sense there, I feel.
Yeah, no, definitely, absolutely. Darryl Powell, he'll be a little bit frustrated with the number of errors that have crept into Wakefield's game in the last 15 minutes or so.
It's Fatatili for Wakefield, and then 12-0 pegged back as we approach the last minute. It's been intriguing, hasn't it? It's been good fun for sure. It's been entertaining.
It seems an awful long time since Wakefield have had any decent field position with ball in hand.
Griffin. Harvey Smith. Is there anything left? Is there something left in the closing stages of the half? Rourke. Brought down by Garcia into the last minute. Fatatili, great offload.
Brilliant.
Superb! What a try from Griffin! And what an end to the half! Wakefield lighting up the stand, Gilbert Brutus, with some sensational handling. That was majestic. It was magnificent, and it could be absolutely crucial. Griffin gets Wakefield's third try, and they're going to have a handy lead at half-time.
Goodness me, wasn't that a thing of beauty? Brilliant interplay. First of all, between the two forwards, Fatatili, Lino with the outrageous offload. Before Anthony just releases that ball, and Josh Griffin scores a wonderful Wakefield try.
They scored some good ones this year.
And listen to that, right on the stroke at half-time as well. Once again, Catalans ill-disciplined down the opposite end of the field, gives Wakefield an opportunity. This team, let me tell you, they only need half a chance, half a sniff.
What I'm really impressed with is their attitude there. They could easily have just played safe, looking for the half-time hooter,
absolutely.
But not a bit of it. They sniffed an opportunity, they got an opportunity, and my, they took it.
Oh, it was a wonderful passage of play. Some big men combining with soft, short skill.
So Jarrett adds the extras, 3 out of 3, and it has been a fantastic first 40 minutes in the south of France. Wakefield going 12-0 up, tries from Jarrett and from Liam Hood. Back came the Dragons through Ben Garcia. Couple of goals from Aspuro Bichet. We've seen 2 players sin bin, Luke Keary for Catalan, and for Wakefield we've seen Isaiah Vangenaar in the sin bin. But is that a key moment on the stroke of half-time? Griffin, who created the first try for Jarrett with a brilliant offload, getting Wakefield's third try. And Wakefield, are they heading for a 5th away Super League win of 2025? Let's hope for more of the same in the second half. We'll look back on the first half soon at half-time. Catalan 8, Wakefield 18. Just to remind you what's coming up. Big afternoon on Sunday. Hull FC against Wigan the last match of round 9. 3 o'clock kickoff on Sky Sports Plus. Hull, of course, already stunning Wigan once this year in the Challenge Cup. And then we have Magic Weekend. Great weekend for everybody to look forward to in Newcastle. All the games on Sky Sports Action. The 3 on Saturday. 2:30 it all starts with Lee against Catalan. Then it's Hull KR against Salford. Kyle and I looking forward to watching that one. Rounded off on Saturday by Saints against Leeds. And then on Sunday, Huddersfield have lost all 9 of their games this season against Hull FC to kick the day off. Wigan against Warrington. That's bound to be tasty and feisty, isn't it? And then the West Yorkshire derby. Cass against Wakefield rounds off Magic Weekend 2025. Wakefield thoroughly deserving their lead. Max Jarrett and Liam Hood were trying to put them 12-0 up. The Dragons came back. Garcia with a try from acting half-back. 2 goals for Aspuro Bichet. But it was a thing of beauty. Josh Griffin's first try of the season. And Wakefield leading by 18 points to 8. And you have to say, thoroughly deserving that lead.
Yeah, for sure. You know, that last try was a thing of beauty. Well, you're right to mention there, I think it was the Dragons' ill discipline really that cost them. But there was a couple of kicks that weren't dealt with by Wakefield, Catalan initially. And this one, Kotrick just can't take that in, and it gives them the field position to then run this try. Oh, sorry, we're just seeing one more of these kicks that Neil Fast puts one in there that runs dead. And Wakefield were the ones who scored first. And it was this piece of play from Josh Griffin. A neat line from him, and Max Jowett in there for supporting. And scores the opening score of the evening down in the south of France. He has to do a little bit of work on the end of that. But then Hamlin Weller just gets the right arm free, pops the ball out, and Liam Hood just ghosts over from 2 metres out. Straight in front of those travelling fans. A neat offload there, some lazy soft defence from the Dragons, falling off tackles. And then this was an absolute gift for Laguerre that he can't take in. And bombs a dead-set try. But they do strike, and it comes from Ben Garcia. A couple of metres away, Max Jowett gets caught on the floor. And Ben Garcia just nudges his way over and registers Catalan's only try of the half. And that took us to 12-6. And then a couple of errors crept in there from the visitors before this try at the very end was absolutely out of the top draw. Wonderful interplay there between all the middles. And Josh Griffin goes over. And that's why the scoreline is 18-8.
And in the other game, kicking off at 5:30 on Sky Sports Plus, Lee 18, Salford 0 at half-time. But yeah, more possession, more completed sets, more metres, less tackles, less errors. You can see why Wakefield are at the moment looking good.
Yeah, they just look a bit more threatening than their opposition when they've been in good ball. Both teams completing fairly high. And hopefully we get a decent second half. And it's Catalans with it all to do, Stu.
Yeah, absolutely. The second half is on the way from the Stade Gilbert Brutus. Wakefield with the advantage by 18 points to 8. Little chip over the top, Sam Tompkins.
Magnusi offloads with the magic wand.
And Nicarima just dances away.
Brilliant finish for Ryan Hall. Dancing away, what a try this is.
Aidan Caesar.
To December, he'll do it himself, the big man. This is it! Look out!
18 points to 8. Wakefield deservedly in front. Looking forward to match. It should be great, and it's great that it's back in Newcastle.
Oh, it certainly is. You know, I thought it was a bit of a... it just didn't quite work out in Leeds, did it? You know, a huge carnival of rugby league heading up to the northeast, and one we can't wait for. But there's still a little bit left in this round. Here, 40 minutes to go.
Yeah, Wakefield have that game. Last game of Magic Weekend. They take on Castleford on Sunday evening. Catalan Dragons will face Leeds at the Magic Weekend. Just a reminder, if you are just joining us, Catalan have lost key winger Tommy Makinson, who failed a head injury assessment. 2 players will start the second half in the sin bin. Luke Keary of the Catalan Dragons and Isaiah Vanganar of Wakefield. But yeah, 2 correct decisions, penalties, sin bins, on we go and on we will go. I'm looking at the second half, you know. We talked about it in that first period about Wakefield. They played some really good stuff, Kyle.
Yeah, they do. Look, they're not frightened to throw the ball around and promote their skill whenever it's needed. And they came up, you know, that third try of theirs, Stu, that's the try of the round for me. I can't see that one being beat. It was brilliant to watch.
Yeah, brilliant stuff from Fatili, and then like a out the back door, behind the back from Lino, and Josh Griffin deserved his try. It was his outrageous pass that set up Max Jarrett for the first try.
But right from the start, the no-look pass to Fatili, and then everybody in and around were just advancing and supporting and pushing through. A really good pictures for Wakefield, and they get some joy on the back of it. Well, they don't need to win this game again. The 10 points up in the south of France. A difficult place to come. And the Dragons, they have to have some sort of an answer here. Spiro Bichet will be tasked with setting us underway for this final 40.
The word from pitch side, as we predicted, Steve McNamara fuming with his discipline and disjointed defence. That has to be sorted out. Darryl Powell pretty content. All about focus in the second half.
Yeah, Darryl Powell will be absolutely delighted. His team were able to absorb that 15-minute or so period and then hit them. As Harvey Smith, he does a nice run out of 9 there, just pinches 20 metres or so. And Steve McNamara, Stu, yeah, a couple of times the Wakefield players have just poked their nose through far too easy, and then they've given away a number of penalties. No wonder why he's not too happy.
Here is Corey Hall.
Hi. Move all the way, Chris. Code 5.
Last one. Lino, whose brilliant pass set up that third try for Griffin. It was well watched and well taken by Spiro Bichet, but the chase is a good one.
AJ Pitt's in there. Thought they were going to try and push Spiro Bichet over the sideline. Kotrick with a carry. Pretty quiet this afternoon.
Must be frustrating for a coach when you set it all out and you talk about discipline, you talk about not giving away penalties, and then your team does exactly the opposite.
Yeah.
Here is Satai. It's a penalty this time against Wakefield. Hands all over the ball. I think it was Jarrett and Griffin, wasn't it? The discipline not going the way that Darryl Powell would have wanted at the start of this second half. Winner will go level on 10 points with Leeds, St Helens and Warrington. It's getting very close, and it's getting really interesting, isn't it?
It is. You know, we've got some cracking fixtures as well to look forward to up at Magic Weekend. St Helens and Leeds is, you know, that doesn't need any selling. Cass Wakefield as well. Castleford with a decent win at Huddersfield, scoring some nice tries and plenty of points. They'll bounce into the Magic Weekend full of confidence.
They will. Second win of the season for Danny Maguire's Tigers. Here with Tariq Sims. Great run from the veteran Aussie. Garcia
Somewhere to.
plays the ball. Get on with it. It's a great pass there. Superb from Navarrete. Has he got the strength? And Jarrett somehow manages to wrap his arms around Navarrete and stop the try, but they're not going to stop Chris Satai. On the chance, you don't stop him from a couple of yards out. Brilliant defence from Jarrett to keep out Navarrete, but there's nothing Wakefield can do about that score for Chris Satai. Discipline costing Wakefield. Penalty equals Catalan try.
It sure does. The penalty was given away with the first set defensively of the half, and the Dragons make them pay. Two big men. Navarrete first, hard and direct. Before Satai, he just sees the space. It's Jay Pitts who shoots out. Mason Lino only gets up 2 yards and then holds. And a big man on little man. Well, it's always going to be one winner. An important score for the Dragons, a great response to the half for them.
Yeah, right at the start of the second half as well. Bureau Bichet should reduce the deficit once more to just 4 points. (18-14) it is. 4 minutes gone in the second half.
Back into a one-score game. You get the sense, Stu, that there's going to be plenty of points in this second half.
Yeah. They're both going to get a real go, that's for sure. Chris Satai, still his future beyond this season to be decided. His agent has been putting his name around, that's for sure. Catalan would like to keep him. I think the best way to put it is that he's testing the open market.
Yeah, and he gets his first try of season 2025. He's here again, tasked with going forward. He's well met there. The Dragons, of course, back up to full complement. Keary back onto the field after his sin bin. And Wakefield will have to survive just 1 more minute down to 12 before Vanganat will be back out there, the right edge back rower.
Farge, they go the short side. Sirinen, Lagarde plays it. Farge now. A bit more spark, isn't there, from the Catalan Dragons. Keary, good ball out here now for Cotric. Cotric well wrapped up by Corey Hall. Last one, Keary back on after that sin bin spell. Was there a Catalan player taken out in back play? No, says the referee.
No, I agree.
It was taken by Tom Johnson. Sometimes, you know, and we have seen it, they run into the defenders looking to win a penalty, and it happens, Kyle.
Oh, it certainly does. I mean, we had one on Thursday night at Warrington. The two players coming together. I think it was Thewlis and Murphy, and that went in favour of the attack. But on that one, the referee gets it spot on.
Yeah, to be fair, the Moore brothers have been good, haven't they, today? Some good stuff from the officials. And the players are giving it a go. And they will respect that as well, won't they? And they'll play the game, and they're playing it the right way. 18-14, and we're going to get, as you say, we're going to get some more points and more excitement.
Yeah, I think the Dragons are now starting to play it just a bit quicker, aren't they? That try from Satai just seems to have energised them in attack. There's another decent carry. This time it's from the right winger, Laguerre.
Yeah, playing on the right wing. Tommy Makinson going off after about a quarter of an hour with a head injury. He won't be back on, and he won't be playing at Magic Weekend. He thinks Fuad Yaha will be called into action. Veteran winger. But they've certainly taken up the baton, haven't they, Catalan, in the second half. Farge once more. Here's the try scorer, Satai. It's the last tackle. Keary now. They're running to Smith. Puts a kick through. A good take by Rourke.
Well, once again, a neat end to the set. And in the first 40, they were giving away penalties in this part of the field. And this will be I think he's lost the ball there. Yeah, he's lost the ball.
Has he?
That's better. And the Dragons here, they have a huge opportunity to nudge ahead for the first time in this game.
Cam Scott there was saying, go for a captain challenge. He thought it was taken. It looks like he lost the ball.
Yeah, it does on that angle. Only parting to Navarrete. It's just whether or not it's been pulled out.
The video ref will make the call.
So we can see he's in possession at this point. In possession, still in possession. And we can see that comes away from the hand and touches the floor, which constitutes a knock-on. The challenge is unsuccessful. Knock-on, Aaron. Unsuccessful.
Yeah, I think we could have told Aaron Moore that he lost the ball. So they've given away a penalty and they conceded a try.
And that's the look of a concerned man.
Yeah, Darryl Powell, I don't think he agreed with the decision.
I think he feels that this contest somehow is just beginning to evaporate and it's only taken 8 minutes. I think the Dragons will score here, Stu. I do. I like the way they've started the second half. With speed and intent,
yeah. And Satai has been a big difference. And with Chris Satai, you know, you get what it says on the tin. They say he's an impact player and he makes an impact.
Well, those big bodies, their eyes light up in this part of the field. We expect short crash balls here.
What an opportunity then. Partington close to that Wakefield line. They conceded a penalty and then conceded a try. They've lost the ball and they're under pressure again as Tariq Sims pushes off one and heads towards that line. Garcia, Farge now. Is the space on that right-hand side for Laguerre. Laguerre tries to go around. Jewett and Laguerre! Oh, he's a foot in touch. He's a foot in touch. The flag goes up on the far side. The touch judge was in no doubt whatsoever. But Laguerre put a foot on the line. He thought he'd scored. Steve McNamara's not sure. The video referee will decide.
Just at the same time,
So the line decision's no try and field. We're looking to see if Laguerre goes into touch. So camera one, the best one, please. So if we go slow on camera one, go real slow. Slowly, please. Nice and slow. So he's in possession of the ball at this point. Go slow now, frame by frame, please. Go slow. So you can see his right foot. Go back, please. Go back to frame. And slow. Yeah, from here, please, yeah. So you can see Laguerre's right foot touches the line at that point. So he's in touch. I made my decision. No try.
Well, that looks like a great call from the touch judge, Tara Jones, Kyle.
Well, yeah. The toe of Laguerre's right foot denies him a try. But there was so much to like about that attack there from Catalan. It was all crisp and on the money. And he does so well to get round Max Jowett, but he just runs out of room. And Wakefield survive.
He was too tall. That's basically it. You mentioned, didn't he? He's 6 foot and quite a lot.
Yeah.
Well, let off for Wakefield. Trying to weather the storm at the start of this second half. They conceded a try. They nearly conceded another one.
And surely that last 9 minutes has have to walk them up, and that's a decent run again from Smith. He's come up with a couple of them since he's been on. He should get a 6 again here for sure.
Got to, yeah. 6 again all over him, says the referee. And he was, but yeah, smart play from the teenager Harvey Smith.
Chris, go 1. Still 1.
There's Fatatili.
Still 1.
And there's the offload again for Smith. Ball inside for Pratt. He's dangerous with ball in hand, isn't he? One of the most highly rated young talents in Super League, Ollie Pratt.
Well, Wakefield have just marched them, rolled them all the way down to this end of the field. It still plays in the bank. Fatilli
does well. 3 big Catalan defenders to bring him down. The Costa's on. Satai was in there as well. Oh, that's a little ball inside. Is that going to be a try? Run off. Tony. Has he got the ball down? No try, says Aaron Moore.
Shorter line than promotes the ball.
Was he close? Was he on the line? No try on the field. It's another call for the video ref, Liam Moore.
Okay, live decision, no try, so we're looking to see if he does get to the line or not. So we can see he's short at that point. No, and then he promotes the ball to get to the line. So it just goes slow again, please, on this. So just confirming the tackle is complete. Go slow. So we can see Whitehead is on top there. He's holding him. And then there's clearly a second promotion to get to the line, constituting a double movement. I made my decision. No try, double movement. No try, Aaron, double movement.
I think it's going to be a penalty.
Well, there you go. Double movement. It's going to be a penalty, I think, to the Catalan Dragons. But he was very, very close, wasn't he?
Yeah, but I just, let's pay a rap to the referee here. He's seen that, sent it up as a no try. Correct call once again. He's been pretty spot on this afternoon, the man in the middle.
Even more grey hairs for Darryl Powell.
Boys on the red line.
The Wakefield coach, 60 in July, He's still as passionate as ever about the sport. Coached nearly 600 games, Darryl Powell.
He certainly put his stamp on this Wakefield team.
Yeah.
He does like to play with the ball and encourage his players to do so. And Satai just carries into the teeth of the Wakefield line once more.
And the back still 2.
Carey with a dummy and an offload. Well, taken one-handed by Remus Smith.
Through, back. Go third.
Well, they're both having a go, aren't they? Satai gets out of the challenge of Josh Griffin, eventually brought down by Pitts and his former teammate Mike McMeekin. Farge, good ball out the back door.
No, wrong read, Josh.
There is Laguerre.
5. Through, back. Go 5, good
Last one, Farge will put it up towards the far corner for Rourke. That, I think, was a knock-on, or was it a knock-on? And it's picked up anyway. Is it going to be a try for Ollie Partington, or was that a knock-on?
I've got no try.
Yeah, first thought was a knock-on.
The ball goes forward in relation to the ground.
But we're going to find out, is that a try or not? Video referee called on again.
Yeah, pause on the kick. The live decision is no try. So first of all, looking at the players to confirm onside, offside. So we can see Laguerre is offside to the right. Let's just track him to see his involvement in the play. So go back on this, please. Go back. So watching Laguerre. So go back on this, please, again. Go back to the kick, please. So look at the chasers. So Kira and Laguerre. Let's follow them through, please, to see their involvement. Keep going, please. Yeah, so let's have a look at the other angles now, please. Let's have a look at the catch. Any other angles on that? So we can see that then goes forward in relation to the ground. So there's insufficient evidence to overturn the live call. No try.
You heard the video referee there, Kyle Amor. A say no. No try.
And that's what will go on the board.
No try.
It's
Hand over the 10,
refusal.
Liam.
Makes the same, doesn't it?
Hand over the 10. again.
I think so.
Knock on.
18-14, but I tell you what, these 12 minutes have flown by. It's been really good stuff, hasn't it?
Yeah, well, again, it's the Dragons who look more threatening.
Hold it, boys. Okay.
It's Wakefield who are tasked with coming away from their own line.
Room nice, square. Hold it.
Penalty given away here.
Silly penalty.
Again, that's been a theme probably throughout not only this game, Stu, but I think a lot of Catalans' underperformances have came off the back of their ill discipline.
Just to update you on the other game on Sky Sports Plus, which kicked off at the same time. Salford 0, Lee 24. Chris Satai off, Tavuta Pangai Jr. is on. As far as Wakefield are concerned, Ronoff Atoni has hobbled off. It's unlikely that he'll be back again. I guess we'll have to wait and see.
At least 2, that's you, Mike. Oh, 2. And the back still 2.
Lino does well.
Still 2.
Under pressure there from Kiri. 13 minutes gone in the second half. 18-14. Pitts. Fatatili.
Oh, boys. Go 4. Still 4.
Oh, does well, doesn't he? Again, Jay Pitts is a top player. Harvey Smith. Lino with a little kick through. That was well read by Espuro Bichet. And he was well read as well by Mason Lino with the tackle.
Yeah, he does well after being put on his backside, Lino, to get up. And there's going to be a penalty given away. And it's Wakefield who've been doing that more in this second half.
All offside.
Stay behind.
Well, it was a good kick return, wasn't it, from the fullback, Espuro Bichet. Seems to be growing more and more in season 25.
Boys, back.
Speaking to Steve McNamara yesterday, talking about the fact that Tompkins should be back next week or the week after, but he was saying that if he's not back, he has no worries at all about playing Guillermo Espuro Bichet. They rate him very, very highly.
Yeah, that just shows what kind of player and how well he's thought of at the club.
And of course, that's one of the reasons why they let Artem Moore go to Hockeyar as well.
Yeah.
Still 2.
Kiri now for the Dragons. Here is Remus Smith looking for the offload. And they've scored a try through Satai. They've had 2 ruled out by the video ref correctly, Legare and Partington. Pangai Jr. And he is always looking for the offload.
Go 4.
Da Costa.
Still 4.
Farge now. Good hands and
good tackle there.
Yeah, but it's well taken by Espuro Bichet. Under pressure from McMeekin.
All good.
Satai towards the corner. Cotric takes it well. Oh, he does brilliantly well.
I think it's going to be given a forward pass.
It could be a forward pass. It is a forward pass. Well, Cotric it was who leapt higher than anybody else, but the pass to Pangai Jr. was forward.
There's some worrying signs here for Wakefield. That's 2 tries now denied. And 1 already scored in the second half in the opening 15 minutes of it. And the crowd, they don't like it. They think this is fair game, the offload, the basketball-style offload from Cotric. And it's very difficult, isn't it?
Go 1.
I have to agree. I think that has gone a little bit forward.
Well, the ref was handily placed, wasn't he?
Go 2.
56 minutes on the clock. Still 24 minutes to go. Pulsating game in Perpignan. 18-14. Wakefield ahead, and here is the impressive Fatatili.
Oh, he's lost the ball.
And he has lost the ball.
In the ruck, in the ruck.
Oh, it was stolen.
I'm not too sure about that one.
We'll have a look.
And this crowd,
challenge.
getting more and more frustrated. Captain's challenge called.
Yeah.
Lane got a captain's challenge. Catalan a challenge on the ruling.
So did he lose the ball, or was it stolen? The video referee will make another call.
1 second, it's just been checked.
Captain's challenge. So Catalans are challenging the ruling here. So we'll look and see, does he just lose the ball? Well, you can see the Catalan defender is on the floor. You can see. And he just loses the ball there, trying to thrash, trying to milk a penalty. So the challenge is successful. Knock on.
Thank you.
Successful. Knock on Aaron. There's no interference, he just loses the ball from thrashing.
Good use of the captain's challenge.
Yeah, spot on.
Commentators curse who were praising Fatili, but he did. He just lost the ball.
Well, he's trying to move around and get an even quicker play of the ball, but it's his responsibility to hold that ball. And the bottom point of it just hits the Catalan player, and it's deemed a loose carry. And a correct challenge. But again now, Stu, the Dragons are inside the half of Wakefield once more.
Where they spent most of the second half.
They got over the line 3 times in 15 minutes, with only 1 try given.
They've got a chance now with the Spuro Bichet. It's Salford 6, League 24. That game also live on Sky Sports Plus. This one's a lot closer. 58 minutes on the clock. Wakefield still with the advantage, but only just. Here is Luke Keary.
It's a good carry there from Sims into Harvey Smith. Just gets rid of him with ease, and a quick play of the ball.
Yeah, Da Costa. Inside it goes for Pangai Jr. Da Costa again. Short pass for Sims. Sims charges for the line. Looks like he's been held up there, Tariq Sims, or has he?
I've got no try.
Well, Sims is saved and he thinks he's got it down. I wonder. No try on the field. Liam Moore, the video ref, is a busy boy.
He sure is.
Tackle camera 6, please. Okay, so live decision, no try on field. We're just looking to see if he ever gets the ball down. This angle will do, actually. Stay on this angle, stay on this angle. Good. Just work through the angles. We can't see the ball on that one. The previous angle will be the best one, please. So we go slow on this. So have we got sight of the ball? Yeah, yes, we have. We can see there's an arm under the ball. Let's play it through. I can clearly see there's hands always under that ball. And the referee has blown his whistle at this point. I don't need to see any more. You can see the ball is always held up. I made my decision. No try.
Well, they've been
No
close,
try,
haven't they? Through Laguerre, they've been close through Partington, they've been close through Pangai Jr., they've been close through Tariq Sims, but they're still trailing 18-14.
Well, Wakefield, Stu, they are flirting with leaving this arena tonight with empty hands.
They're hanging on. Last tackle now. This is a really big play. Keary fires with a dummy, but there was no way through, and Wakefield survived. It was McMeekin who ran it superbly, along with Hamlin Raleigh. And Wakefield get the ball back. They are hanging on as we approach the hour mark, but they still lead 18-14.
And look where they get the ball back here. 5 metres away, coming off their own try line. Difficult carries here. These are the ones you have to roll your sleeves up and carry the ball hard and direct and try and win the ruck.
Go third.
This time it's Johnston. Or was it McMeekin rather? Yeah.
It was McMeekin. Josh Griffin is limping in the background as well. That may be a problem for Wakefield. Here is Corey Hall now. 21 minutes to go.
Yeah, still 5.
Lino gets the kick away on the last, and it's taken by Laguerre, the emergency winger.
Mason Lino kicking the ball 35 metres inside his own half. And the result being here in 2 plays. The Dragons are just walking into territory of Wakefield once more.
Yeah, confirming Liam Hood. The experience back on the field for the youth of Harvey Smith for Wakefield.
A good little couple of runs as Harvey Smith.
Still third.
Tavita Pangai Jr. Real pressure from Catalan in this second half. There's still only one try.
No effect there. Still
Will that change here?
Go 5.
It was Sunic trying to find a way through. And now 5 with the kick over to the far side. As it comes off Remus Smith.
And over on the 10.
And it falls into the arms of Corey Hall. And Wakefield survive again.
Yeah, they do. The mistake from the Dragons on that kick from Farge, that crossfield kick.
Okay.
Means that the ball get turned over to Wakefield. But again, 10 metres away from their own line.
They just can't get out of their own half, can they? I think we've seen them once in the Catalan
20 minutes in France, in this arena, is very difficult just to hang and hold on.
Go to, play on.
Worth reminding you that Wakefield have lost their last 11 matches against Catalan. But their away record is superb. But here is Hamlin Welly, who breaks down the middle, just trying to clear their lines. Hood, Mike McMeekin.
They do get a bit of joy, Wakefield, when the middles play with one another.
Go 5.
Here is Lino.
Right side.
Good kick, taken by Nick Cottridge. Now, can Wakefield keep their discipline? No penalties and try and keep Catalan pinned back, but
Josh back!
It's been a big ask, hasn't it? Here is Aspuro Bichet. Big tackle coming in from Josh Griffin. Pangai Jr.
Still third.
Gets the offload off.
Still third.
Picked up by Farge.
On the 10, boys. On the 10.
Just inside their own half. Costa and Bousquet now.
Still 4. Still 4.
He gets the offload off to Kearing this time. Tariq Sims barges off the challenge of Lino. Out the back door for Remus Smith, and it was a poor pass out from Smith looking for his winger, Cottridge. Wakefield, some of them look out on their feet. They have defended and defended and defended in this second half.
Yeah, a couple of the Wakefield players just falling off a few collisions there. But the Dragons, they look like that they're starting to feel perhaps a little bit of scoreboard pressure. There's still a long time left in this contest. They don't have to go for broke just yet.
Well, you know, and that's a really, really good point that you make. You look at the scoreboard, you look at the clock ticking, and you start thinking, well, we need to do something here.
Yeah, but the best way to do that is stick to the game plan, put teams in corners, go after them defensively, and just keep piling pressure, play after play. Because all it does really, it just gives your opposition a mental lift when you turn the ball over 40 metres away.
Well, on the other side of the coin, what do Wakefield need to do?
Well, they just need to be a bit more direct, get down the other end of the field, have a strong kicking game, and then chase hard. And try and do the exact opposite of what they've been doing in most of this second half. But this is a little bit better now. I actually think Wakefield's chances of rolling down the field, these little short, soft passes through the middles.
And Lino again will put it up towards the try line. Taken well by Aspuro Bichet, but that's what you were asking for.
Yeah.
The kick, the chase, and Josh Rourke got that spot on. And it's a goal line dropout.
But they're only in that position because Catalan were unable to complete that last set. The ball gets turned over in Wakefield 40. And then in a couple of plays, the kick's a good one. The chase is even better. Look, three shirts in the picture, and they get 6 more off the back of it. A try here against the run of play.
Are they going to go for the short one? Well, they do through Luke Keary. But who's going to come up with the ball?
He's offside there, isn't he?
Catalan first. Catalan knock on.
I'm just wondering if after that knock on, it's the Dragons player in front of him when they recollected that ball.
Shot clock on now.
Could have been a chance for 2 points.
A referee called it quickly though, didn't he? So the whistle had already gone. 18 points to 14. 15 minutes to go. Wakefield have hung on. They've defended and defended, and now they've got a chance, a rare opportunity. I'm not mistaken, there is a second time that they've been this close to the Catalan line in the second half. Here is Ollie Pratt, Liam Hood now.
Goal 2, play on. Still 2.
McMeekin looking for the line. Matthew Cozza is on for Wakefield as well. Here is Liam Hood. Well, that wasn't the best of passes. It was into no man's land. It was well picked up by Quarry Hall, but they've lost 30 yards now, Wakefield.
Well, they're just going to have to send another one in here because there'll be no shape. And that's exactly what they do. It's Mathieu Cozza. He gets a quick play of the ball. That'll help the cause.
Last one, what are they going to do? Little kick through from Jowett. And again, really well read by Espuro Bichet. And now we've got a bit of laughter.
Here we go.
Yeah, absolutely. Was it a leg hit on the fullback? Catalan thought it was. It's going to be a penalty.
There's no doubt about it. Espuro Bichet cops a high one off Max Jowett. And then the cavalry comes running in.
Jowett says he was slipping.
He's falling, isn't he?
Yeah.
So he does catch him high. It's a penalty. But then all this after, players come rushing in. Josh Griffin gets involved. Ollie Partington on the scene as always.
It's a penalty, and that's all it is.
That's all it needs to be. But again, in the times we said that, we were criticised Catalan in the first half for doing it. I think Wakefield will come up with 3. I make that. And all it does, it just lets teams off the hook. And particularly the amount of defending and where Wakefield are having to do it. You're just wondering if that's going to cost them in the end. They defended an awful lot from inside their own half. Some big ball carriers now coming at them. They do a job on Saturday there.
Satai back on the field for Catalan. Catalan haven't been ahead at any stage in this game. All that matters, as far as Steve McNamara is concerned, is that they are, and the clock goes to 8-0.00.
Yeah.
But they've had enough opportunities in this second half.
Still 4, play on.
Play on. Off the floor from Farge, Luke Keary now.
Move all the way now, all the way.
Going to be a brilliant finish, isn't it?
Goal 5.
Farge goes high. Right, really good take by Johnson against his former club.
There was a good contest in the air between Tom Johnston and the fullback, and Johnston, who looks like he comes out of that picking up a little knock. But Catalan just methodically going about this second half. We've been much improved, much more pleased, Steve McNamara, with this. But they won't be if they come out of it with Wakefield taking the points.
All the way, boys, all the way.
Remember, last month, they were involved in a thriller at home against St Helens. They lost.
Johnny Lomax dropped goal.
2 drop goals from Johnny Lomax, lost by a point. Is it going to be that close again today? It's Espuro Bichet, he's had a good game, hasn't he?
Yeah.
Yet again for Catalan.
Yeah, he's been solid at the back, hasn't he?
Who, Mike? 1.
11.5 minutes.
Oh!
Who is going to take the 2 points?
Goal 2.
The runner for Tony definitely won't be back for Wakefield.
Goal 3rd.
Calf has been packed in ice. That's a worry for them ahead of Magic Weekend. Here is Chris Satai.
Who, Mike? All boys. Goal 4. Still 4.
Now Partington had to hold on to that, didn't he?
5. Who, back? Goal 5.
On the last, Luke Keary.
Ulrichs.
Again goes high towards Tom Johnson, and he takes it well. Yeah, just.
Chris. Hold Ulrichs. Goal 1.
You can see Bailey Siranin racing in.
Move all the 10 boys. Goal 2.
Still some drama, I'm sure, left in this one.
Who together now?
This is a tough period, this,
Goal 3rd.
for the visitors. They are hanging on, but they are returning serve as well. They're getting through the sets. And they're just focusing on the middle third of the field here.
Still 4.
McMeekin.
Oh, 5. Go 5.
And on the last one, he went to kick there, did Lino.
Nelson back inside. Mason's good play on.
Oh, it's a poor end, that.
It is from Cam Scott, straight into the arms of his opposite number, Nick Cotric.
No real intent on that kick. Spiro Bichet rides the tackle well.
Move back. Goal 2. Roll him, roll.
10 minutes to go.
And look at this here, Stu, once again.
Another high shot.
Have we not Fosslin dangerously?
Magic weekend to look forward to. Then it's tough, isn't it, for the Dragons? Massive semi-final against Hull KR and games against Saints, Wigan and Hull FC. At the moment, it's all about finding at least 6 points in the last 9 minutes.
Well, they're trying their very best here to lose this game through their ill discipline. They're inviting the Dragons down. They haven't been able to quite nail their attack. Is this the moment? Is this the moment?
Now. Here is Cotric. What a moment it would be for Cotric to score his first try in Super League for the Catalan Dragons. Nick Cotric has leveled the game at 18 points apiece with 8 minutes to go. He's had a long way to score in Super League, but that was a try of perseverance and power and experience, and it's Catalan 18, Wakefield 18.
Well, Nick Cotric, we picked him out before the game, and I just got a sense that the Dragons were coming home with a wet sail.
Yeah, I've got you now.
Brilliant upper body strength here. The catch and pass was quality. He gets rid of Lino, and he gets over in the corner. And you have to say, Wakefield have done it all to themselves.
Thank you.
They paid the price. And with this kick to come, how important could Nick Cotric's first try in a Catalans jersey in season 2025 just prove to be?
How many times have we seen him down the years, again for 9 years, do that for the Canberra Raiders?
Yeah, a quality player.
1 minute.
Over 8,000 again inside the statue there, Brutus. It's all about this kick now.
Stay focused, guys, like we have done.
7.5 minutes to go. The teenager, Guillermo Spiro Bichet, 19 years of age. Only his 10th senior game for the Catalan Dragons. Off the touchline to put them ahead for the very first time. Oh, it looks good. Oh, it looks very good. What a kick from Spiro Bichet. It was like a soccer free kick, and he curled it into the top of the net. But he's curled it over the H's, and Catalan lead for the first time by 20 points to 18. Less than 7 minutes to go.
Oh, Spiro Bichet, cool as you like. Ice running through his veins, and he gives Catalan Dragons the lead. It's taken them 73 minutes, but the home team have somehow found a way back into this game through persistence, through direct carries, and some ill discipline from Wakefield.
Well, Wakefield have been contributors to their own undoing. Josh Griffin's try on the stroke of half-time when they led 18-8 at the break. There's been a lot more purpose, hasn't there, about Catalan in this second half.
Well, they've had a number of tries as well chalked off at the Dragons. They've completely dominated this second 40. And Darryl Powell, he'll be absolutely furious at what his side have dished up.
But we know that Wakefield can score from anywhere.
Without doubt. But they haven't given themselves any opportunity.
No, they've hardly had any ball. Another good set from Dragons. Keary with the kick. Backwards it goes from the Spiro Bichet. Keary trying to get the ball away, but can't.
Stand over, knock on.
But Wakefield are going to have the ball some 15 yards from their own line, and just over 5 minutes to go.
How many times have we said that? in this second half, where Catalans are turning the ball over.
He's in the way.
I mean, he won't give up hope, but he is in the land of hope at the moment. He's hoping his side can just find a little bit of quality somehow.
Well, the question for Darryl Powell is, will he be in the land of hope and glory come 80 minutes? We shall see. This is what's coming up for Wakefield. Cass at Magic. And then back-to-back home games against Warrington and Salford. Leeds away, Lee at home over the next 5 or 6 weeks for Wakefield.
Go third, play on.
The hope is always there.
Still third.
But who will take the glory? Will it be Wakefield? Will it be Catalan? Less than 5 minutes to go. 20 points to 18. Here is Jay Pitch now. That was Pratt.
Go 5.
And it goes back to Mason Lino.
All okay.
Looking to put pressure on
Play on.
Nick Cottridge. Watched it well, took it well. 4.5 minutes to go. The clock ticking. Catalan by 2.
Yeah, Corey Hall there just looking for the penalty. Aramoa having none of it.
Back, boys, back.
Well, the Dragons just got a couple more minutes to see this through. And what a good game he's had.
Well,
Aspiro Pichier.
Yeah, talking of which, we're going to ask Kyle to consider his Betfred player of the match. 4 minutes to go. There may yet be a twist in the tail. We shall see. So we'll let him muse for a minute or two. Here is Bousquet. Less than 4 minutes to go now. Last tackle. Farge gets it away as far downfield as he can. It's picked up by Josh Rourke. Is there one moment of magic left from Wakefield, who'd led for so long in this game?
They completely shot themselves in the foot.
Yeah, discipline in the second half hasn't been that good, has it? Here is Corey Hall. Cam Scott now for Wakefield. Well, they've got to go for it. They will go for it. It's the way they play. Hood up to halfway.
You know, they got out of jail last week after a poor opening 40 minutes against Castleford. I think that's been flipped on its head. It's the second half that's hurt Wakefield. And have they got a moment of brilliance, the magical play up their sleeve?
He's up and playing, keep going.
Oh, Lino, that's great from Lino. Opportunity here. Ball goes inside from Rourke.
What an important hand that is. Aspiro Pichier.
I think it was. The young fullback could well have stopped a certain try.
Well, they get a penalty.
It's offside. It's a penalty for offside.
The ball comes out off Aspiro Pichier's arm.
Let's have a look.
And then Smith dives on it. He's offside.
Well, drama right to the end. But Catalan are going to challenge this. They've got nothing to lose. Liam Moore will make the call. Or are Wakefield going to have a chance to level it?
It's a huge mistake from Smith. It's knocked forward. And the centre, number 4, dives on that loose ball from an offside position.
Thank you. He doesn't make from what it is. Thank you.
Well, the captain challenge is a big call. 20 points to 18 with just over 2 minutes to go.
Is it coming on the screen, Liam?
And the captain challenge is unsuccessful, as Kyle Abel predicted. They had to go for it, didn't they?
Challenge unsuccessful, offside.
It's an offside against Catalan. And we are going to have a twist in the tail, because it's a Wakefield penalty with 2 minutes to go. And Max Jarrett is going to have this kick to potentially send us the golden point extra time.
He's jumped on it. 1 sec. So,
real drama. It's about 12 yards in from the touchline. One of the best in the business. But what does pressure do to you in this situation? Jarrett for a level game. And there is a twist in the tail, right down the centre from Max Jarrett. 90 seconds to go. It's 20-20.
Oh, we're locked in.
Yeah.
We go in the distance. 20 points all. That penalty was all Wakefield needed. And it brings them back. We talked about being in the land of hope. They're nearly in the land of glory now.
Well, Steve McNamara, they only gave them one chance, didn't they? They gave them one chance and they nearly made a mess of it. There was three of them going for one ball as Corey Hall managed to get hold of it. Betfred player of the match, Kyle Amor.
Yeah, for me, it's got to go to the young fullback, 19-year-old Frenchman, Spiro Bichet. I think he's been quality all evening. And a stellar performance from him out the back for Catalan.
Well, that was a dangerous offload, wasn't it? Here is Josh Griffin. Zero tackle, it came off a Catalan hand. So maybe there's more
it's a high shot here.
No high shot. There is the man of the match, Guillermo Spiro Bichet. But there's 30 seconds to go. Are they going to be able to get within drop goal range? McMeekin trying to play it quickly. Hood. There's Hamlin Ulay who goes through.
And they've got time for one more carry.
They will. They may have an opportunity for a drop goal as McMeekin gets the ball back. Is it going to go back to Lino? Is it going to go back to Jarrett?
Here he comes.
8 seconds to go. Mason Lino. Lino with the kick, and it will go to the left of the post. It was a chance. The pressure was there. The hooter will go. Drama right at the end. And we have golden point, extra time in Perpignan. Catalan 20, Wakefield 20, and on we jolly well go.
Well, if you're heading out this evening, just delay the taxi, because we've got another 10 minutes here ahead of us. What a game this has been. 20 all. Golden point.
Well, fantastic drama. Absolutely amazing. 18-8 it was to Wakefield at half-time. Catalan dominating the second half. Chris Satai got a try. And they had 3 tries disallowed correctly, you have to say. And then Nick Cottridge with 8 minutes to go. And then a brilliant kick off the touchline from Spiro Bichet. And that made it 20 points to 18. Catalan ahead for the very first time. And Jowett's penalty making it 20 points apiece. The golden point record in Super League. Wakefield 8 times, 2 wins and 6 losses. Catalan 6 times, 3 wins and 3 losses. So it all comes down to this. We said it would be close.
Yeah, and we said there'd be points, that it's delivered. Now, I always think that the team that wins the coin toss here, Stu, has the advantage. I often think kicking the ball back and aiming up defensively will give you a decent crack, a first shot at goal.
All the drama at the Stade Gilbert Brutus. Wakefield for long-time winners. Catalan somehow found a way back to lead. And then with a minute to go, Max Jarrett, the boot of Jarrett made it 20 all. And here we go, 2 5-minute periods to decide a winner, or maybe not.
Yeah, it's a harsh way, isn't it, to lose in Golden Point. And this could be an enormous win for Wakefield. A difficult place to come, whatever stage, whatever form that the Dragons are in.
Well, I do believe, Kyle, it's the 40th Super League game to require golden points since it came in 2019. Here is Tariq Sims. Yeah, I always think it's a disadvantage in a way. I do to receive, because you're always worried about making a mistake with that first
it's pressure,
set
isn't it?
Kick-off. Yeah.
Oh, and talk about pressure.
It was that high.
It's Wakefield who cracked first. It's Mason Lino.
Bichet.
I really enjoyed his performance. Bichet. Oh,
it was Mason Lino on the young fullback.
That's a red card for me.
Well, his head was rocked back, so the decision to be made.
The intent. He loads up and explodes a right shoulder into the jaw of a Spiro Bichet. And I think he's gone here. I think his night's over.
Well, we'll see. Mason Lino.
Yeah, he's up, mate. He's up.
But the discipline has been poor for Wakefield.
It's just not needed,
no.
Especially at this stage of the game, and it's one of your experienced senior players who comes up with a silly mistake.
Liam Moore telling his brother Aaron what's going to happen here. Is it yellow or is it red?
Gentle's explain it to you. It's false and dangerous. Okay, it's false, but there is mitigation. Taking it from red to yellow, it's 10 minutes.
Well, he can count himself a lucky boy, in my opinion.
Thanks, mate.
Because we saw a couple of cards last night.
Hold on.
And that picture, the force and the speed at which Spiro Bichet's head rocks back, I thought it would have been a certain red.
The mitigation was that he was going down, and what you have to say is that during the match, I think it was in the first half, you said all that they want is consistency.
Yeah.
So that is consistent with what's been given earlier on in the game.
Yeah, perhaps so. But effectively, his night is done. 10 minutes in the bin in Golden Point.
Yellow already.
He's off.
Coming back.
But I just felt just how he loaded it up and the way it rocked his head.
But it was unnecessary.
It was unnecessary,
That's been masters of their own downfall.
Without doubt.
So the first chance to win this game is going to go the way of the Catalan Dragons. 11 consecutive defeats against Catalan for Wakefield. Are they going to get as close as they can, or are they going to go early in the tackle count?
I think they'll just use these big men, Stu. Roll them down the field, get in a good position, and then pull the trigger.
The ball goes back to Luke Keary now. Under pressure. They have to run it, and they will run it with Remus Smith. And Smith got over for the try to win it for Catalan. Incredible scenes. Remus Smith, has he got the try to win the game for the Catalan Dragons? The video ref will make the call. Smith is convinced he has won it.
Okay, like this is the try. We're just looking to review the grounding. Difficult to see on that one. Release side of the ball. Yeah, go slow on this, please. So he's in possession at that point. So there's no one making a tackle there. This will do, please, if we go slow on this one. Go slow on this, Sam. Same angle. So we can see he's still in possession of the ball, and there's nobody on him there holding the tackle, and we can see he gets to the line. So just go back on this again to confirm that, please. Yeah, so we can see there is no Wakefield man holding him to constitute a tackle. So he's entitled that, yeah, he breaks the tackle, and we can see that he gets the ball to the line. I've made my decision. Try, Aaron.
Thank you.
Wow, what a finish to this game. And what a win this is going to be for the Catalan Dragons. They come back, they were behind, and the hero is Remus Smith, who gets the try. Mike McMeekin, you can see there, the former Catalan Dragon, puts his arms out and says how. It's 24-20, and Catalan win an absolute thriller.
Yeah, but
Yeah, well, Kiri, he fooled us all. We thought he was going to go for the drop goal. He decides to run it, and Smith just cuts a wonderful line through the heart of the defence, and that score puts a heart.
Reminiscent of that semi-final a couple of years ago when Catalan beat St Helens and Sam Tompkins was going to go for a drop goal. He had other ideas and scored a try in very similar circumstances from a very similar distance out at the same end of the ground, and the same result.
Yeah, it's just, look, you know, Mike McMeekin there saying how, well, I've no doubt that